Assalamu alaikum and welcome everyone. This is Nadeem from the ESS e-learning. The session what we are going to have is for the agenda which I have showed it here. Before I'm going to start, let me see someone has just raised the hand. Let me ask what the person has to say. Who raised the hand? Okay, halas. So the agenda is for the meeting is the agenda for the meeting is this one, that first we are going to discuss about the quiz settings. Most of you people know these things, how to set the quiz settings. After that, we are going to start with the restriction part. Most of you know the restriction, but I will explain here what usually the people will make little mistake that affects the users, like the even the teachers or even the students, how it affects and how you can override those things. The third part is the most important part, that is that we have faced when we are going to start a meeting exam, and in the time of the exam some students are late or something has been happened, any technical error or any kind of the error has been happened, and we want to give time to a particular student or a particular group. So if we increase the time, that the time will be increased for everyone. How we can control those things? Okay, so I will explain to you here those features. So halas, I will going to start with the quiz settings. It's the just quick session, so I hope that everyone knows these things. So if you have any questions, you are most welcome to stop in between and ask the questions on the same time. So it is better, so we will be not wait for the session to be end and start the sessions. Okay, teachers. So I'm going to start now. So I'm in my course, that is like you people, you are all there, are in your courses there. So what I will do it here, I'll open one of my course and the settings. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm a little fast, just please let me know. And I hope everyone can listen to me properly. Okay, teachers. The first thing, the name, as yes, we know the name. Why I'm saying the name? Because when we are going to see the names, we are sometimes confused because the names are not meaningful. Yeah, yani if you have given so many exams for the different sessions, okay, no problem with the session because you don't want to disclose your session to the students. Yani maybe they are in group A or group B or group C. It's okay, no problem with that one. But you have to put the restriction properly then, so we will know that this group is this quiz is related to which group. Okay, so that is just the easiness for each of us to understand. Okay, the timing, as you know, all of you do know, you know the timing. So what is the start time and what is the end time, and most of the people, they are not using the time limit. Okay, please use the time limit. Why? Because if we want to increase the time later for a student, particular student, so we can manipulate the settings from here better, so it will be actually good settings. You have to use this one, and always open the timing like 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after. Okay, like supposingly if you have an exam from 8:30 to 10:30, so what you will do, you will start from 8:20 or 8:25. You will start from like 8 to 8:25. Okay, you are giving 5 minutes or 10 minutes before, just to let the students settle it out. Okay, and the end time will be like the same, 10:30. So it's supposed to be 10:35. Suppose this is just from my side, and it's just a suggestion for you, for you people. But you, it is again up to you how you can manage, how you can do. This is again up to you. Okay. Now what I have to do, I have to give the students 2 hours. So what I will do, I have to enable this time limit. 2 hours. Okay, so what happened if the student is late in between this timing? So I'm just not considering the late yani the after that 8:30, the timing of the exam supposed to be, not after that. That is another case. I will explain to you that part also. Now I'm just considering that if the student is started from 8:30, so he will be having 8:30 to 10:30, 2 hours given. Okay, that is sure short. If now the second scenario which I have told you, If the student started at maybe something has been happened, he was late, or the internet is not working, or that link is not open for him, or any kind of the error or any kind of this problem he has faced. So he started the exam or she started the exam at 8:40 or 8:45 or anything, Yani. And as per the law, Yani, as per the law from your side, the exam committee law, or the things that if the student is late without any evidence, without any problem, so he has not been given an extra time. But in case the what you call this one, the evidence or the excuse is valid, okay, so you can give them a time, but how you can exclude increase the time for that purpose, okay. For here, you don't have to change anything. You put the timing as it is. Don't change anything. Okay. Teachers, one thing I have to let you understand that most of the queries we are receiving from the teachers that the students say that he submitted or he closed, but the answers are not saying automatically. There are some issues the students are saying. Be sure when you are when the student is asking this kind of the question, you have to check the logs. By the way, from exam has been started, and so we have closed the logs now. Okay, but you can ask us. We can send you the logs. When you want to see the logs, you have to see the timing when the student has started the exam, yani started the quiz, okay, and how much time he has taken to attempt this one in the submission from the start to the submit. You have to see the timing, okay, so you will understand those part. Um, if in any case the student close the browser or the internet is not working on the time of submission or anything has been happened in between, the quiz will be automatically be submitted when the time has been finished. Yani this time has been finished, the quiz will automatically be submitted for that student, okay. So when the quiz has been submitted, it's not showing in the logs that the quiz has been submitted, because the quiz logs will show only if the student submit. If it is not showing, it means that the system automatically submit that quiz. Okay, teachers, that is one part. Okay, in the grades, that is the most important part. In the grades, please go to the grades and show more. In the show more, please see the attempt allowed. Most of the teachers, they follow this one, but sometime by setting the quiz settings, they override this part or they forget to change this part. Attempt allowed, we usually give only one attempt to the student. Okay.
Nadeem?
One attempt means if the time is still available, that time is still available. It means that if the quiz has been closed, okay. If the student opened the quiz again and he didn't submit, the settings will show him that continue from the last attempt. If the time is still there, if the time is finished, so he is not able to do the attempt more. Okay, teachers. So this setting is most important. Please check this part.
Excuse me, Nadeem.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to ask you about the setting of the time. How can we prevent students from joining after half an hour of the quiz has started? Because that is one of the bylaws that we cannot allow a student to join after half an hour.
As doctor, as I said here, if you put the timing here, you bylaws, yes, he is not able to. This is bylaws from your side. Yes, we accept this part. But if we put the restriction here, that is what I'm saying. If we put the restriction here, what it means, because some teachers they put the restriction here that they put the timing after the half an hour, this link will be automatically be disabled or not, is not, the person cannot click that link again. What happened on that time? All those students who have already clicked, who are already inside the link, that doing the exam, they are not able to do. So until now, there is no such setting that you are not allow the students to do the exam after the half an hour. There is no such setting. Okay. Yeah, but this is with you and the student. You tell them that you have got that much time. You will not be given any extra time. And second thing, the negative mark has been deducted if you are late. That is the setting you can make. If you can ask the management if they are allow this thing. Okay, okay, doctor.
Right. Thank you very much.
Welcome, doctor. Okay. As per the layout now, many departments they follow that the navigation method. The navigation method, they are not allow the students to move freely from one question to another question. Even the questions are in different pages. They want them the sequential. So be sure and be informed to the students that you cannot go back once you go to the next question. So most of the students, they are saying that they complain, by the way, and that is an invalid complaint. They say that when we are doing this question, like there are 15 questions and they are going to answer the question number 7, and automatically they will move to question number 11 instead of 8. This is not possible. They have clicked by themselves. That's why it has been moved. And that's why they are saying that they have been moved and they cannot go back. That is the lame excuses. Actually, it cannot be happened. Okay, teachers. Don't change the deferred feedback. Is just an information. Don't change the deferred feedback. Otherwise, the student get the information that what is the correct answers. Okay, teacher. In the review options, in the time of the exam, we are not showing the marks to them. Okay, so we have to untick everything. Okay, untick everything. But when you want to show the exam in the final, yani after the final, when you have to explain that, announce that the grades they can see on that time, what you have to do, you can just click on the marks. If you want to show the marks, click on the marks and then finish. And the marks will be shown this part after the quiz closed, yani after the everything has been closed. Okay, so that is the thing. And in the gradebook settings, as per the settings, as per the law here, we are not showing the marks to the student, we are only showing the grades. So in the gradebook setting, you have to change the grades from the real to the letter part. So that is another part. Okay, teachers. Appearance is just nothing. Extra safe exam browsers, we prefer don't use because it's not compatible with most of the students laptops. Is many, we receive many complaints about that one. And also if the student has installed TeamViewer or any kind of the things, we like maybe some antiviruses or some other third-party plugins, they will have a problem with the safe exam browsers, because safe exam browser need to be run on the screen alone. It cannot be captured. So if you are having any screen recorder, that will also conflict with the safe exam browser, it will not affect. So better we say that don't use unless we will make our own exam browser which have those features. Okay, extra restrictions. Most of the teachers, I'm not explaining everything here. Most of the teachers, they make enable this feature, block concurrent connections. What it means, although we have a e-learning with the one session, it means that, by the way, it's good, I just explain you here. If the student is saying that he has been logged out automatically, it doesn't mean the system has an issue. It means that the student is logging at the same time 2 places. Okay, why? Because in our e-learning we set the setting as one session only. If the person is logging here and the same person is logging on the mobile or another device, he will be logged out from the first place automatically. Okay, if the student is saying this one, so don't consider that is a problem with the e-learning. The problem is with the student. So you have to ask him, are you logging at the same place in the 2 places? If yes, so it can be considered as a cheating cases if there is a not valid evidence there. Okay, that's just an information. To block this part, we have this information. We can restrict from here, block concurrent connections, but please, when you are using this one, inform the student why. Because if the reason is valid and the teacher, what he has to do, what this feature did, by the way, it blocks the students with the device. Supposingly, I have logged in with this laptop. If I have to log in the e-learning or do the exam or do the quiz and other laptop or another mobile, the system is not allow me. Why? Because the system say that you have been logged with the that device, the device which is have been before. Okay, so it's not allowed him. So then the settings will go to the teachers and the teacher have to go to the review, and the review option there is show that you allow the students to do the attempt on another device. Then the teacher say yes, only on that time the teacher the student can do. So this option do only on that time when the teacher is confident that he can manage this part. Otherwise, don't use this feature. Okay, teachers. Now the most important part. By the way, common module setting, just to show you, always put in the group mode, separate groups, because if you have more than one groups in the course, because if you are not putting this one with no group, when you download the result, it will show all the groups together. If you put it with the separate group, you will have an option of participants, and from the participants, you can select section 1, section 2, or group 1, group 2, whatever the groups you like to have. Okay, teachers. Now the most important thing I want to show you, that is called restrictions. see this one. Okay, teachers. Okay, we have different kind of the restrictions here. We can put the restriction date wise. Usually we are using date wise, group wise, or the profile wise, like the ID if we want to get the student, particular student only. Teachers, do one thing. If you want to put a restriction with the date wise, put the date wise, but always use a restriction set. Why? Because sometimes what happened, one restriction, if you put supposingly, I put this restriction, okay, from and until, okay, the timing, I can put in the timing. Now, what I want to do, I want to do a group, two groups, supposingly. I have group number one, I have group number, group number two and group number three. What happened now? If I want to put this restriction here, as per your understanding, yes, the restriction is good. It means that the exam will start from this time to this, and it will be the link will be automatically disabled at this time, and that link is supposed to be for group number 2 and group number 3. Okay, but from the system point of view, this is not good. Why? Because the system says one this part yes, and should be this yes. Okay, that can be done because this is in between timing. That is okay. Second thing, third thing, the student belongs to the group number 2 and the same student should be belong to the group number 3. That is not possible because the student either from 2 or either from 3. Okay, so in that case, what happened? You change here any. So when you change any means or the date has been changed here. So what is the use of having the date? You got my point? So what you have to do in here, you have to put a restriction set. In the restriction set, you put the date or you can put date otherwise in the restriction set. So close it from here. Okay, and again one more restriction set, which is having groups. Okay, so what happened here? We have to close those groups, and we say that either group 2, either group 3, and from here we can say any. Now what happened? The student must match the following patterns. Timing should be when the student click that settings, the timing should be this one. Yes, because this is in between. We are not saying and, or we can put it here also, not any, all. Okay. This will be the timing will be here, and the student either belongs to group number 2 or either belongs to group number 3. That is the most important part you have to do. Okay, teachers, that is how you have to set the settings. Okay, that is one part for the groups restriction. If you want to restrict that link for more than one group, if for one group, it's okay, no problem. But if the group is for more than 1 or 2, so please do like this one. Third thing now. Okay, teachers, be sure what you have to do. You have to see what timing you have put it here. It should be matched. The timing should be matched with the timing you have put it here. Okay, so as from my suggestion, it's not any hard and fast rule from your. Don't put the restriction of the time here, because then if you want to increase the override time, you have to remove this part, the override. Okay, what is override? That you are giving the particular student or particular group to do the exam more than the time they have mentioned it here. Okay, so don't put the timing, because what it do, if the time has been finished, the link will be automatically be disabled. The link will be disabled. That is only the showing the disabled link. By putting this one, it is disabled and hide. If I do this one, this icon, so it will be hide and disable as well on the same time. Okay, teachers, you got the point. So be careful when you are putting the time. It should be match what you have put it before. Okay, now I will explain to you the third option, which I explained that if we are opening the exam or the quiz link for any particular student, okay, we have to click on the user profile. In the user profile, we have to select not the name. Please don't check the name, because the name will be sometime work, sometimes it's not work. Better always go with the ID number. Okay, choose the ID number, with the ID number is equal to like 11S1234, supposingly. Yes, this ID is good. No, it's supposed to work. Yes. So what happened? Sometime when the student, when we enroll the students, we are enrolling from the CIMS. I'm sorry. we are enrolling we are enrolling the students from the CIMS, and from the CIMS, some of the student IDs are with the capital S and some are with the small s. So we have put it here with the small s supposingly. It's when the student is saying that I'm not able to see the link. The problem is not with the system. The problem is not there. It's only the matter that you have put it a small s. It's not a hard and fast rule because some students is working with the small s and some student is working with the capital S. So if you have done this part with restrict the user with the user ID, okay, please check that the student can, if the student is complaining he is not able to see the link, go to the restriction part and change the ID. Okay, change the ID from capital to small. Okay, use, if you can notice here, I did one mistake. Why? What I did mistake? Not mistake, sorry, logical error I did. What is can be? Timing is okay. That student maybe belongs to group number 4. Okay. So what I did, I said that either he belongs, that link is showing to the student, either it is from 2 or 3. So you have to see that the restriction should not be conflict with each other. Okay. You have to know that the student belongs to which group. Either you have to close that, remove that settings, remove that restriction, or if you want to put the restriction only with the student, then you have to know which group you have to put it all together. Okay, that is for one student. Now what happened? Most of the teachers are doing this mistake. Not all, most of the teachers, because it's not, yani, we can say, uh, problem, but we can say that sometimes we are not thinking in the system's point of view. Okay, I want to do the exam, this same particular exam for 2 students. What I have to do, I put the same user restriction. Okay, ID number is equal to 22S12345. Okay, yes, that is for those 2 students is okay, but the problem what happened here, the system says the student should belongs to, the student should have the ID this and should have the ID this, and it's technically it cannot be possible because a student have only one ID, not 2 IDs. So it's supposed to be here or instead of or and. So what you have to do, you have to change it here to any. I'll just close this one better, you will not be confused. Okay, like this one. Okay, it was all the means that when the student, each student has to have these 2 IDs, or the student who is going to have exam, he must have these 2 IDs. No, it cannot be possible. So you have to change from all to any. Okay, teachers, that is the most important part. When why the students are complaining that they are not able to see, even though you have put it the restriction very carefully and everything is working, but only this is the issue. The teachers are the students are not able to see because you have put it all and change it from all to any. Okay, teachers. So this any question up to here, please let me know because I will go to the next part. It's called
Mr. Nadim.
overrides. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Nadim.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah. What is the difference when setting the restriction access from grouping to group? Because we have 2 options. That is your grouping and you have group.
Yes. Okay.
What is the difference?
Okay.
Thank you.
When you people are enrolling the students through the bulk upload, I'm just asking the bulk upload, you are seeing like this one. Before I go to explain to you the groups and groupings, I will explain you the difference. Before I go to explain the difference, I have to explain you what is the groupings. Okay, the group is like when you enroll the students by the through the CSV, you are putting the ID number and the group number, like 1, 2, 3, 4 and group number A1, and the same like 1 or 2 or something like that. When you upload it there, the system is doing what? If you go to the groups, you will see in the participant, go to the groups, you will see the groups and the groupings. Okay, what it do actually? In the class, in our class, what happened? We have one group. Okay, class group number 1. In that one group number 1, we have 25 students or 30 students. But do you want everyone to have the same group? Yani in the class, in the same group, yani group you, because you are saying that okay, that is a section number 1 and we are having five groups in the section number 1, section A, section B, section C, section D, or something like that. So that is called grouping of that group. Okay, how you can see this one? As I told you, you have to go to, by default, the same number of the group will be having the same grouping, and all the students from the same group or the grouping are same. So in our point of view, in here now in the e-learning, it doesn't matter. Yani when we are uploading the student through the CSV, it doesn't matter, because if we upload the student from group number 2, all those students are in the same grouping. It means that all the students are in the same. How you can see, you can click on the overview and you will see all those students will be in the same group. Okay, by default I just put them into group number 1 and all those students are there because I'm putting them for the testing purpose. Okay teachers, so when you are restricting, by default when you are restricting into the e-learning and you are putting the group, like I will just open it here, settings, restriction here. If you're putting group or groupings, they will be same. They will be same as it is. Okay. By the way, in the common module setting, if you want to restrict here, it will show you the grouping here. Like I want to show this link only for the grouping, or only the group number, that particular group will enter into that link and it will not allow anyone else other than the restriction. So you can put the same thing here, grouping wise. Okay. Is it clear, Miss Ronak?
Yes, sir. I will try later. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. For us, actually, group and groupings are same, but later if we want to Hello everyone. I'm sorry my laptop is not able to connect with the Teams. I don't know. I'm through the mobile now. Everyone can hear me?
Yes, yes.
But I have to.
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Teachers, I'm trying. Just give me 1 minute only. I'm trying. My laptop is having some issue. I think the team have some issue. I'm just. No, I'm not doing. I'm doing like this. Yeah, from the mobile. Na? Yeah. Just a minute, teachers. I'm just coming. I'm sorry for this one. Teachers, I think there is a problem with my laptop, so I'm going to start with Ahmed's PC. Just give me 1 minute only.
Hello everyone. Anyone can listen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, alhamdulillah. I changed 3 PCs. I don't know what is the issue. Okay, khalas. Now I continue without wasting the time. I'll just share my screen again. Screen number 1. Okay. Now I'll go to open the e-learning. Okay. My course, or now I will go any of my quiz. Okay, teachers. I explained already the settings and the restrictions. Now I'm going to do the overrides. There are two kind of overrides. One is the group overrides and the other one is the user override. Both are, by the way, the same. Yani the working is both of them is same. But what you have to do, you just have to understand how you can increase the time for a particular person or a group in a selected time. What you have to do, you have to go to the quiz of yourself, which you want to do the timing. In the settings, here, you just have to click either the group override or the user override. For the time being, I will just make the user override to show you. I click on the user override, and from here, what I have to do, I have to add that user to whom you want to give extra time or the settings particularly. What I will do, I'll just click it here, add user, and you have to search that user who is in that course. Okay, I have these 4 students, so what I will do, I'll just add myself. I have added myself as a student as well, so I click it here. Okay, and if you want the student to have a new password, you just give them, otherwise no need. What time is supposed to be open, you just give the timing. Usually we are not giving them more time. If you are giving the time more than the time what you have already put it there, like we have given the time from 8:30 to 10:30, and but now for that particular students you want to give him again 2 hours only, but he has joined late, but the reason was valid, so you want to give him full 2 hours. So if you have enabled that timing into that settings, that what will happen, the timing will be given for everyone. Okay, so you don't want to give everyone the same 2 hours, but for only that person, what you have to do for that particular student, you have to give the timing from 8:30 to 12 o'clock, maybe whatever the timing you can put it there. The start timing is same like that. If the timing is after that time, you can put the same time, no issues. Okay, after finishing this one, you have to give the time limit here, how much time you want to give him more than that one. Okay, like supposing I don't want to give him this time, I want to give him extra. Before I had given 2 hours, so I give him now 1 or 20 minutes, 1 or 30 minutes supposingly, or you can select the hours like that one. Okay, attempts is only 1, so just save and see how it look like. So now what happened, that student Muhammad Nadeem has been given 1 attempt and has 2 hours 10 minutes. Okay, in that way, that particular student only, he have more than the time what is given to him, not the time what he has. Okay, teachers, this is the same way you can do for the overrides. This is the same way for the groups, yani the same way. Instead of the groups, you have to add as a group override and select that particular group. Any question up to here now? From here, by the way, you can have more than not only you have to give more or 3 or 2, more than 1 student you can give them. Teachers, one more thing. Some of the teachers, they have increased the time and they are saying that even though the students are not able to see the time, please be sure that when you increase the time, ask the students to refresh, because if they didn't refresh, they are not able to see the updated time. In your case, most of the teachers, they have put it the quiz into the questions into the next part. So it's by default, the questions are refreshing. So they has to have an updated time. Okay. So this is the things. If you have any questions regarding now, please let me. Yes, teachers. Okay, someone hand.
Mr.
Yes, yes, doctor. Yes, Mr. Ahmed.
Just here, I want to ask if it is possible to make override mixing between groups and individual students,
Yes,
because
you can.
here we face previously problem. If it is designed as override for groups, it is not possible to add as individual students.
No,
I
it can
don't know.
possible, doctor. It is possible. I have to check, but I didn't test it, but I know it is possible. If there is any particular situation, I will see and see check that user override and the group override will work together. It's okay, Yani. It should not be conflict each other, but it should work.
Yes, logically yes, but when we applied it in some exams, we see some problems happen, and then we are coming to another way. This is my question. But if it is possible and you test it, it's okay.
No problem. So what I will do, I will create that same scenario as you are just discussing with me. So maybe I will add you and 3 more 4 teachers as a student. So we will check the case scenario. So we will be more sure that is it okay or no.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you, sir. Yes, teachers, any of the confusion? Or anything else regarding you want to confirm regarding the quiz or the settings or anything, logs or how to identify something? It's okay, Yani. If the topic is clear, then you can discuss anything else. It is a good that you are all here. Yes, Ms. Ronak.
Good morning, Mr. Nadim. We
Good morning.
have this set up for the IT department that we have actually two parts of the exam. The first one, the student will use the online quiz, which is to be set up. And the second one, after doing the part one, the part two will be like they will download a file and then they will try to submit the file.
Okay, ma'am.
So is there any problem that we'll be facing on that scenario? Like two parts will be there, two settings of the exams?
No, no, it will not be having any issue because both are having same, the nature is different. One is a quiz, second is an assignment feature for the
Okay, so
upload.
what? Yeah, so after doing the part one, wherein if it's time is up, so they
Yeah,
can go back to the second part, which is the download and upload, right?
yes, you can,
Okay.
you can do one more thing. I'm just showing you the example only. Supposingly, this is your quiz, okay? And what you have to do if you have put it some, let me show you. Okay, I'm adding one assignment for the upload now, second part. Okay, what you can do, all the settings what you have did, no problem. Just in the restriction part, go to the restriction and say this setting will be only available until there is one feature called in the restriction called activity completion. Okay, and how the activity completion, select this part, say that particular quiz, that formal, in my case this is a quiz, has been completed or has been marked when the completed, when it shows the completed when the student have submitted. So when the student submit that question, the quiz, only on that time the upload link will be shown to him, otherwise it will not show to him. So in this way he is not confused, either he has to do first this part or the second part. Is Yani, this is from my side, but if you are letting the students to choose, either he has to do the second part first and the first part second time, Yani, it's up to you. That is just the information, you can do this as well.
So once the part one is done,
Finish. Yeah.
do they need to refresh the screen for them to see the second link, or it will automatically be shown?
uh, because technically when they are finishing that part, they are going back to the screen, so it is automatically refreshed. If they have opened in the new page, so they have to refresh this screen.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I forget one of the questions.
Can I ask regarding that related to that part?
Yes, ma'am. Which related to, ma'am?
The one that was asked by Miss Ronette.
Okay,
Because
that.
as per
Yes, ma'am.
your restriction, the activity completion, it must be marked complete first. But
Yes.
there are questions that should be manually graded.
Yes. Then it will not show. Then it will not show. That's true, ma'am.
That's why. So it
Okay.
will be limited.
There are two parts, ma'am. I will go back to the this part. You understand? Let me go to the manual graded or the automatic grading parts. Okay. Go to the edit settings. Okay. How that setting will be marked as automatically complete. So here you have to go to the settings of that quiz. What you have to do, the student can mark the activity complete automatically, or they have to tick that activity has been completed. That is you can do by yourself, or by you can put the timing as well. With that particular time, the activity will be marked as completed. Okay, one this part. Second part, in that quiz where you are putting the restriction, like here, I'm sorry, like here, in the restriction, in the restriction, you will see three options, four options actually. It says that the activity has been marked completed. When he submit, it is automatically marked completed. It doesn't mean that he get the grades or not grades. In your part, if you link with the grading, then yes, then you have to click that third option. Must be completed with the passing grades or must be completed with the fail grade, anything. But in our case, we are just linking that you can just submit and the link will be open for you. So you just have to select the first option, must be marked as complete. And in that quiz, in that setting, you just have to put, okay, it will be automatically complete when he submitted.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, ma'am. Anything, teachers?
Mr. Nadeem, another question regarding to the exams.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes here in foundation, we need to force the students or to be the first question or comment download the file.
Okay.
Now, there is any way to force the students to first of all to download and then the other questions appear to them? Because here sometimes some students ignore this question, and this question, the main thing and everything or all the questions depend on that question or remarks or notes. Yes.
I got your point. Actually, the only forcing part into the quiz is that putting that question into the separate page and tell them that if they go next, they will not able to go back as a sequential. That is only the forcing part for them. If you are asking them that have you downloaded, and if the system will automatically check that they have been downloaded the file or not, there is no such option, sir, until now, as I didn't see until now.
This is good way, I think. Yani, it is acceptable, but here in the final we need to download, for example, 3 files, and here it is difficult to apply it for 3 files. For 1 file, it's okay, acceptable, but 3 files, I don't know if logically it can or not.
Yes, doctor, that is, I got your point. But let me see if there is anything, something like that to forcing the students to check, or the system will check that they have downloaded or not.
Yeah, in some point, it should be stuck until the students take action that question, and then the other questions open to them.
Or
Thank you,
if you
Mr.
can,
Nadim.
or if you can do one thing, just the option I'm giving you, put that file separately and as a accomplishment report, not accomplishment report, activity accomplishment, you just write it there. So when the student download, the activity will be marked as completed, and then the link of the quiz will be shown to the students. That is how you can put, but that is out of the quiz, not inside the quiz.
Yeah, this is difficult for us.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
this.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you very much, Mr. Nadim.
Welcome, sir. Yes, Ms. Ronak.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. 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 Can we have two submit buttons to two submit sections in the same quiz link? Miss Sanita, can you just explain two submit button in the same quiz or different quiz? Two parts. Yeah, each part is having one submit button, so it's okay. Yani, technically, it is okay. One submit is done. So, or maybe I'm not understanding properly. Or maybe you, if you are in the college, you can come to my office and explain to me or show me the way what you are asking. Maybe I'm not understanding properly. Thank you, ma'am. I think everything is okay from the quiz things. Or if anyone have any suggestion or any confusion, please let us know. Please use the user override or the group override for extending the things. And please check the logs. If you are, by the way, we have closed the logs now because of the sessions we have to check. So please send us if you face any problem. So we will surely give you the logs, or maybe we can open the logs at evening. Yani at night we can open and we'll close it again in the morning. Yani, let's see. Ms. Jiba, actually, I have done this part. Ms. Jiba was asking that, can I just by default put the number of the attempts to be by default as 1? I have done this part in the exam portal and I have logged that option. So in exam portal, by default, there is one option only. But in the e-learning, I set it because it's depend on the department to department or course to course, or maybe by the activity to activity. So I cannot like what I can do, I cannot log, but I will just try to put it as one attempt. I will mark it that one. But the teachers have to see this one because some of the teachers, they want them to have more than one attempts, and then they will be marked as the highest one or the average of the one.
Excuse me, sir. What I'm asking is, by default, can you make it as 1? It can be multiple. Yeah, the first option is coming as multiple attempts, and also we have to click show more. Then only we can set that. In case we don't remember or we forget it, then it will allow multiple attempts.
That's something, ma'am. I can put it this one
by default. Yeah, you can have multiple options, but the first one by default, if it is single, in case we don't remember to set it also, it will come as one attempt.
Okay, I will make it like this one. But then you have the coordinators have to explain this to the other teachers. Like some of them, they want more than one attempt, and if they don't know these features, then they say that maybe the problem with the e-learning, before we have many attempts, now it is only one attempt is showing by default. I will make it this one.
No, there are some options available there. In that
no, ma'am, I'm not saying, ma'am, to you. Actually, I'm saying to the other people, because like the applied science, some of them, or the engineering, they want more than one attempt sometimes. So I'm just explaining them this thing. I will put it 1 by default.
Mr. Nadim?
Yes, ma'am.
Regarding for the IT department, we have editing teacher and teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can the teacher change the setup of the quiz created by the coordinator or by the editing teacher?
Only the editing teacher, because the by default is actually only for the editing teacher is having the rights of editing.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because it might be that teacher can also change. So it will not allow the teacher to change.
Yeah,
Okay,
by default, because when I reset to the default, so it's restrict them.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I have 2 hands by asking the question, Miss Hamilita. Yes. Okay.
Hey, Hema, Mr.
Yes,
Nadim?
Hema
Hema here.
Yes, miss.
Yeah, I'm sending you a picture. This is after once the student have answered the quiz, we are getting the questions like this to be evaluated by the teacher. Okay. I don't want this ID number, email address, state, start time, completed and all, because the browser, no, it exceeds that width and it is very tiny for us to see all the questions together. Can we customize this?
Ma'am, I will check. I will let me see the image and I'll get back to you.
Please, sir.
I think you send it on my WhatsApp.
No. This one already last semester I forwarded it. No reply from your side. So again, today morning I have forwarded to the e-learning coordinator. Because once one question is corrected, I don't want to see that. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if it is possible or not. Okay.
Yeah, please.
I will see and I will get back to you, ma'am.
All right.
Okay. Yes, Miss Omnia.
have a question regarding the teacher's role. Our teachers are able to preview questions and access the exams. My question is, can we limit that? For example, if we have a midterm or a final exam, and we have the questions already in the portal, we don't want our teachers to preview the exams before the opening time. Sometimes we actually to stop them from looking at the exams, we change their roles to students, so they will have access to the link but not the
Okay.
question. So can we
What?
limit their access?
Okay, this can be possible, not like through the teacher's point of view. We have to make a new role for ALC only because your way of teaching is different than the other departments. So yes, I can make a different role for you. Like I have make a different role for the editing teachers. They have to see only their section only, not to the other section, so they will not be confused. So khalas, I will, we will sit together and we will make like this time. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, ma'am. Okay, Miss Hima, I think you have sent it the. Okay. Oh, it's too much. Okay, you want Miss Hima, you want this one that is showing
Yeah,
too much
I need the
weight.
customization. Once the questions are over, I wanted to hide, and I need to show whenever I wanted to view the marks.
Yes, I remember. I think we discussed this on the phone. That is not possible because this is the plugin of e-learning, Moodle itself.
Or at least no, this questions let it be. At least this the start time, end time, that alone, that columns can be customized. Yeah.
The thing
Questions
is
we
that
are adding.
see, ma'am, I can customize, but whenever I'm updating, that will automatically come. So doing the things again and again, it's not useful now. So
No, like we can switch off and switch on. Like toggle option can be given to us, right? For that fixed
I have to
columns,
ask.
ID, number, staff, the
I have to
student
ask
name.
to the Moodle then. I don't have to. This option is not with me.
Even this first, no, fixed fields I am talking about. First name, email address, state. This toggling option can be given, no? The columns customization.
That's something, ma'am. This is not with me. It is with the Moodle. So, khalas, I will ask them if they have this one. Yes. Inshallah. Let's see, ma'am. We will. By the way, this is the open source, so they have to see each other. Everyone.
Once, like for all the time, I don't want these columns to be displayed. Only from questions alone, if it is displayed, that's enough, no? Because the browser, I need to make it tiny, like a 35-40%, then only I can view all the questions. We cannot correct the questions.
Do one thing. You can download that same view in the Excel, and then from there you can check, and then correct it here.
Then we need to download, no? This one on the spot, if we are evaluating, that is different, right?
Yes, that's true. I agree
because
with you,
again, I need to enter the mark individually for these many questions. When we
I
are
agree, ma'am.
downloading.
Those things which are within our hands, we can do. But these are the built-in customized plugin, built-in plugins. We cannot customize it unless we can customize, and it will be automatically come once the next update is happened. And by default, there are so many updates are coming off and on.
Is there anywhere where we can give the feedback for the Moodle? Do you have any site or something?
Yes, you can go to the Moodle itself. Moodle.org, go there and give them the feedback. They have the forums and the feedback.
Okay,
you can give them the feedback. They will get back to you.
All right. Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am. It's okay, teachers. I think it's enough, Yani, for the session. Or you want anything else? Okay, one. Yes, Miss Hamza.
Good morning, Mr. Nadeem. How are you?
I'm very good,
Only my concern is this record. How we will get the record of this session only?
I will put this recording onto the how to use e-learning, so we will put it there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome, ma'am.
Mr. Nadeem?
Yes, sir.
Salaam with you.
Yes, sir.
What about the question bank? We we emailed you previous week. We was
Dr. Salman. Yes, I
yes.
actually am seeing the your question bank is having very delay, and I'm trying to solve. I'm not able to get it back. How I can do? Actually, what I have
Yeah.
noticed, what I have noticed from the system that most of your questions you have duplicated from the existing one, the question itself and the quizzes itself. So that's why they are too much loaded there, and the question bank is too much big. It goes to the two different pages. What I have just asked Mr. Nasir Nabi that please ask you people to delete the recycle bin quizzes. So it will load the question, so I can just at least delete some or check the point. What
I
is the issue with
delete
that?
everything in recycle bin there, and it's
Okay.
empty now.
Khalas. Okay, I will check now again. Let me
And
see. Just give me today. I will hope find
okay,
some
because
solution for that one.
we need to start to upload to create the final
Final.
question,
Yes,
and
I
you
get
know
your idea,
it's
sir.
too
Yes,
slow.
it's too slow,
And
too slow. I get you this
so
idea, sir.
I have a
I will check this part.
suggestion. If there is a way, if you couldn't solve this one, why you didn't open new link for renewable energy for the final only? So we
Actually,
have
I'm
now.
thinking this part. Yes, actually, I'm thinking this part. So if that is not being solvable, so what I will do, I will hide that link from the students and enroll those students into the new. So at least you can do the final exam.
Yeah, for the final at least.
Yes,
So
yes.
just try to finish it within these 2 days so we can start up the final question uploaded there.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Thank you,
I will.
Mr.
I'll
Mohammed.
get back to you, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. Yes, Mr. Great. Great. It's okay. Okay. Welcome, sir. Is it okay? So teachers, what I will do now, I will put that recording and how to use e-learning with the session name called quiz doubts and solutions. So I'll put the link there and you can follow and you can ask your teachers to check there as well. Okay.
You know, Mr. Nadim, also, I have many staff, they are not able to see this link, how to use e-learning. And I remember I sent this to Mr. Ahmed before. So could
Okay.
you please look on this issue as well? Because my staff, they
I
are
will
not,
do.
some of them, they are not able to
Okay.
see this link.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe those teachers are new teachers or they never used before. So what we do now,
Yeah.
Ahmed have the list already. So we can
If you
upload
want, you
that.
can also send it again, no problem.
No problem. Ahmed has a. So I'm sure Ahmed did already those students. They not students, the teachers. But I will just double check this part. I will get back to
Yes.
you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome, ma'am. Okay, teachers. Then thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Nadim. Thank you very much for you.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, and hope for everything good and best of luck for you people more than the students because you need this part. Okay, then. Assalama. Have a good day.